Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official Mics with Benefits Episode 2 podcast taping. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out today to support us for our second run at almost starting at time. We were 40 minutes late last time, only 6 minutes late this time. We're getting better.
That is what I call progress. Everyone give it up for progress.
Next time, 3 minutes late.
Hey, at least.
So, what is Mics with Benefits? This is not your average open mic. What we are trying to do here is create a space where artists can come and play their original music and get national and international distribution on all video and audio podcast channels, get professionally produced video and audio of their set, and we also are hiring for live shows, studio time, and many other benefits. So this is not your mama's open mic. Here at the panel today, I've got next to me Mark. Mark is an accomplished multi-instrumentalist with a phenomenal ear for music and a broad range of musical experience and travel under his belt, including Broadway and Nashville. And then Zach, sitting next to Mark here. If you have been around the music scene in Waco, there's no way you haven't seen Zach sitting at a bar somewhere, playing multiple shows a week. He is also very accomplished at networking and promotions and has created and helps moderate two very active Facebook pages, Waco Area Open Mics and We Promote Waco.
All right. Thank you for those introductions, Broke LJ. Oh, man. I love that you highlight that you can find me at the bar and not on the stage. No. This guest next to me, we did have a guest lined up and scheduled for this evening, but unfortunately they were not able to make it tonight. So I had this wonderful gentleman sitting next to me fill in for our guest this week. He has been on the Blue Light Songwriter Competition twice and been a finalist both times in 2021 and 22. He used to run a songwriter's night at the Yellow House Hill Barbecue in Lubbock, Texas. He's played with many folks, such as Ghost of Hill County, James Manders and Mark David Manders, Hunter Reed Band, Milo Ray, and even some guest appearances with Braxton Keith and Waylon Payne. He's now in Waco focusing on improving his vocal game as well as pursuing his doctoral degree at Baylor. This man is a smart cookie, I tell you what. And he's got a residency at the Ridgewood Country Club. Give it up for Trevor Hickok, everybody. Thank you so much for being our guest this evening.
Thanks for having me.
And our host who kicked us off just a short minute ago here is my good friend Broke LJ. He's a singer, songwriter, audio engineer, producer, videographer, and music business consultant. He's the owner of Music by LJ, which houses Broke LJ, his stage act and Sun's Room Studio, his full-service audio and video production. He's also a father of a bunch of kids and a husband to a beautiful little wifey who I met the other day, so... Thank you very much, Broke LJ.
Monogamous life partner.
Whatever they're calling it these days. We appreciate having you. Couldn't do it without this man. He really is the backbone of this operation. I guess we need to just get right at it, huh?
Let's do it.
All right, so the way this works is we have the Drum of Destiny. All artists have grabbed a ticket. The sister ticket is inside the drum. We spin the drum, we draw the ticket. If your ticket's pulled, you get to perform 2 songs, get feedback, and get professional recordings of your set. This is basically a recording studio we have built on the stage here at the backyard tonight. So, let's roll the drum.
Here we go. Every drum roll, please. Oh, there we go. Give it a roll. All right. Goodness. I struggled with this last time, and it looks like I'm going to struggle again this time. One fell out right on the door.
Love it.
All right, 008 is the number. Who's holding 008? It looks like we have the one and only Joel Wood in the house this evening.
2 episodes, 2 draws. We've got Joel Wood coming back for another round at Mics with Benefits. So we'd just like to shout out our intern from MCC. Brick is in the house. Brick is a recent graduate from the Pro Audio department over at MCC. If you're looking at getting into the industry, it's not a bad place to start. It's where I started. It's where a lot of our panelists have started over the years. And it's where you could start too.
Solid music program over there at McLennan County Community College. While Joel's getting set up, let's go ahead and shout out a few more of our other friends here in town, some local businesses. First of all, of course, we want to thank the Backyard for letting us be here and do this and shoot this episode here in their bar. We appreciate everyone being here. So a big thank you to the Backyard of Waco. We also have Sunshine Paddle Adventures, who's been a really good friend of the show. And if you need kayaking, paddle boards, double kayaks, whatever you want. If you want to get on the river, you want to get on the water here in Waco, Texas, Sunshine Paddle Adventures is the answer for you. And back here running our merch table, we got Jeff. His wonderful wife, Julie, runs Waxed Bear here in Waco. So if you got hair on things you don't want hair on, go see Julie and she'll get that hair right on out of there. Tell you what, see her down at Waxed Bear, Waco.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the main stage, why don't you introduce yourself real fast?
My name is Zachary Hill. No, that's not right.
Hey!
Committing personal identity theft in person.
Identity fraud is a real problem, Jim.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Why would I? But I picked Zachary. Of all the people I could have picked, I picked Zach. My name is Joel Wood. I guess I'm a Waco area singer-songwriter kind of guy. I'm gonna do 2 songs tonight that I have written within the last month, and I've only played one of them in front of people, and it was about 5 people, and that was a month ago when I wrote it. So we're gonna see how they come out. I'm here for the benefits.
All right, a brand new one from Joel Wood. Let's give it up for Joel Wood.
You can't come back. Yeah, that's not right. I should have kept it in the original key. You can't come back. Cross the bridge you burn. You can't unlearn a hard lesson learned. You can't unsay the things that already hurt. You can't come back. Cross the bridge you burn. When she says something that kind of breaks your heart, don't you say anything that'll start you down the road to loneliness. 'Cause my friend, at the end is a real broken heart, like the ones that never meant. Oh, you can't come back, cross the bridge you burned. You can't unlearn a hard lesson learned. You can't unsay the words once they're already heard. You can't come back, cross the bridge you burn. Think of all the things you've ever said and done, and look inside yourself, 'cause she ain't the only one who's ever hurt the feelings of the one right by her side. You don't want to lose a son, all because of foolish pride. Well, you can't come back across the bridge you burned. You can't unlearn a hard lesson learned. You can't unsay the words once they're already heard. You can't come back, cross the bridge you burned. Take it from someone who's been there before. The hardest thing is watching her walk out the door. You can't come back across the bridge you burned. You can't unlearn a hard lesson learned. You can't unsay the words once they're already heard. You can't come back, cross the bridge that's burned. There's no coming home once your world's overturned. You can't come back, cross the bridge you've burned. Now you can't come back, cross the bridge you burned. Thanks.
So what you been up to since last month?
I wrote that.
Wonderful
I haven't
job.
played it or practiced it or thought about it until today.
Well, hey, I'm glad you brought it to us today, man. I really like that song.
Thanks.
That kind of highlights, I don't know, kind of an issue that might exist within the culture now, with the internet and everything. It feels like you can just talk into the void and say anything and everything to people.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to a local scene or anything like that, you really got to be careful what you say to some people. Because you might need to walk down that bridge.
That's right.
One day. So I really like the messaging and everything in that song.
It started out kind of like that, and it ended up being about a guy and a girl, and but the metaphor is there.
As most good country songs do.
Right.
Now
This next song does not have a metaphor.
real fast, did that song have a bridge?
It did have a bridge.
Or a very brief bridge? A short bridge?
Listen now. Listen, Linda. Listen.
He burned them all, dude.
All right, number 2 from the one and only Joel Wood.
Oh, my Lord. I wrote this song last week at work at my desk. On the computer, just with the music playing in my head. And we're going to see if the music works out. All right, world premiere, Never in Front of People. Yeah. This is called Drinking Mexican Beer. Because every country artist needs a beer drinking song,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Everybody needs a beer drinking song.
Yes, sir.
You never liked where my head was at, so I packed my bags and took my cowboy hat and came up with my own brand new plan. I cashed in my 401k, headed south to Acapulco Bay, and started my new life as a free man. Down here the water's clear, I'm watching all my worries disappear. And best of all, I'm drinking Mexican beer. It goes down smooth, it's nice and cold. They call it cerveza, so I've been told. And the weather, it stays beautiful all year. Day after day, drinking Mexican beer. The sun is hot, but I found me some shade. I guess you could say that I got it made. I finally forgot the troubles that I knew. I made some new friends, they call me El Tigre. Don't know what it means, but we drink every day. From sun up to sundown, I ain't missing you. Down here the water's clear. I'm watching all my worries disappear. And best of all, I'm drinking Mexican beer. It goes down smooth, it's nice and cold. They call it cerveza, so I've been told. And the weather, it stays beautiful all year. Day after day, just drinking this Mexican beer. It goes down smooth, it's nice and cold. We call it cerveza, I've been told. And the senoritas, they really love me down here. I'm spending my time drinking Mexican beer. I'll be right here drinking my Mexican beer. Thanks.
You might have won me over with that one, Joel.
I just hear trumpets, man. I just hear
That's
trumpets.
very good, man.
No, it doesn't sound like a song from this generation, which is probably why I like it. It sounds like a classic that was written decades ago.
I'm old. I listen to old music, and that's what inspires me. And so I write what sounds like old music a lot.
That sounds like it could have been straight off a Roger Krieger record. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Roger, record this.
Yeah, you get that trumpet section on there, and it's a hit.
I got two boys that played trumpet in high school.
Some maracas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, come record with Dad.
Hey, bring them with you next time.
Yeah.
We'll let them stand behind you, and you get a whole horn line going.
Oh, next month I got to write 2 new songs.
Yeah,
There you go.
man.
Well, I love that you just wrote the 2 that you brought out for this month, too. Instead of just pulling some old ones
Yeah.
out, you're still honing the craft.
That's what I did last time. Was I played old songs that I've played 100 times, and that's like I was like, I just wrote these. Let's just do these. Like, I've literally never played that before.
Nice.
It sounded
Well,
great.
you played it like you had played it.
Yeah.
A few dozen times at least. Very solid performance. I enjoyed that. Kind of got lost in it a time or two. What
Yeah.
you got
Y'all
going?
y'all are too kind.
Yeah, I mean the vibe was there, man.
Yeah.
The chord progression, your instrumental was where I was like, oh hell yeah. I really did hear the trumpets in the background.
Yeah.
If I was a better guitar player, it'd be a really great song.
So Joel, I don't know if we
great.
got into it last time. How long have you been making music?
I'm in my 28th year of playing music in front of people for money.
28 years.
Wow.
And did you tell us last time that you're from West, Texas?
I live right outside of West. I live in a little town called Hohen.
Owen?
Hohen. If you go to Leroy, through Leroy to Penelope, where the county line is on 308, there's a little sign that says Hohen. It doesn't even have a number of population. It just says Hohen.
Nice.
It's an unincorporated community, pretty much. Like, I'm from Pancake, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's same thing. It's not a real town. There's nothing there. There's no post office.
Yeah.
It's just named after a guy and his family, and they may or may not still be there. And you get 1 or 2 signs from the state. I get it, yeah.
Joel, when you started playing guitar, what was the very first song that you learned how to play?
My grandfather bought me a Fender Strat when I was 5.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Whoa. Wow.
And a Randall Commander 2 amplifier, 400 watts solid state, 2 12-inch speakers. It was
That's a lot for a 5-year-old.
incredible.
You came out the gate with the best setup.
Yeah.
And I was 5 years old, and my grandfather wanted me, Joey, you're gonna be a country singer, just like Hank Jr. And I was like, okay, Papa. And so he had a friend that played guitar, and he gave me lessons. And the first thing I learned how to play was an old country song called Silver Threads and Golden Needles. I don't even know if y'all even know what that is. That's an old Charlie Pride song.
Okay.
And it's, that's the first thing I remember playing.
Very cool.
I just need to clarify. Your last name is Wood, and you're from Hohen.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Any other interesting surnames from Hohen, Texas?
Anything you want to do with that, knock yourself out.
I'll leave that right there.
I did play in a band for 21 years called Wayward Sons, and for a while, my good friend J.C. Pringle, I don't know if y'all know J.C., played guitar for us, and he's crazy.
Yeah.
And we did band introductions, and he'd always introduce me as Joel 12-inch Wood. And I said, dude, you got to stop lying to these people.
False advertisement
At least
is
18.
a real crime,
Yeah,
people.
It's bigger than that.
All right,
If you
Joel.
or a loved one have been deceived by Mr. Joel Wood.
Thank you all very much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe
Hey,
you're entitled
man,
to
thanks
receive
for coming back.
You
Thanks for
sounded great,
signing
dude.
up. Thanks for the trumpets that I can't get out of my head now.
Absolutely.
All right, one more time for Joel Wood, everybody.
Give it up.
You just want to stomp? Yeah, hell yeah.
What a way to kick off the night with two solid, brand new originals, might I add. Wow.
Yeah, that sets the tone right there.
I love that. Like, hey, I wrote this last week. Here, you want to listen to it? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do.
I also write songs at work. I go hide in the corner and turn my phone on and just sing it real fast. All right, I think we better spin this drum and get another artist on stage.
The drum of Destiny's Son. Here we go. And it got stuck. All right, here we go. One day I'll have mastered the process of this. All right, we're looking at 009, ticket number 009.
009 to the main stage.
To the main stage, to the only stage inside.
All right, if you are an aspiring songwriter and have material that you want recorded, just know that you can go to www.sunsroomstudio.com. Local and affordable at a musician's budget recording.
Absolutely. Or you can come play with us at Mike's with Benefits. Sign up, come play on the show, and if you do really well, hey, you might just get a little extra off.
Alton came last month, and I was so impressed. We've already recorded one of his, and it should be dropping on Spotify soon.
Awesome.
Looking forward to that for sure.
Wow. Well, I mean, these kinds of live songwriter recordings, those are the demos you hand your studio.
Absolutely. That, hand it to studios, hand it to venues, hand it to anybody trying to show them that you have what it takes to draw a crowd and play at their venue. This is a great way to get those solid recordings.
That's what I want to do.
I know that I hate when venues ask me for video because I'm like, hey, I've got some crappy phone recordings that someone took of me playing here or there or wherever else, and I'm like, I really don't want to send that because it's not an accurate representation of who I am as an artist. So once again, if you want to come sign up for Mike's with Benefits, please do come do this. You get awesome promotional materials, and it's really helpful for artists trying to make it out there in the world. It's your choice.
All right, who is on this stage towering over us?
I am Alton Ray. I am 6'7". I am the same height as that dude from last time. He just wore
He's an
boots.
inch and a half shorter than
The
Patrick
second
Shea.
tallest troubadour.
If I was wearing my boots, we'd be the same height.
The battle of the boots will have to continue next time Patrick's here. Why don't you give us your first one?
So my first one, I'm gonna do. I know some people here have heard me play in open mics and stuff, and playing with Zach and Mark, and of course I played with LJ out in, what was that, Lorena at Mayberry last Sunday. It's called Worthless. It's about being in a narcissistic relationship. You say I'm blessed, that I have all I need. That doesn't seem to be the case. You say I'm different, anyone be lucky to have me? Well, you did. You threw me away. What does that say about you? Maybe you're the one that's hopeless. Maybe you're the one that's broken. Maybe you should work on yourself before you think that you're perfect. Maybe you're the one that's worthless. You say I'm amazing, but you didn't think you'd find someone like me. I showed you passion, love, and kindness. You just turned and walked away. What does that say about you? Maybe you're the one that's hopeless. Maybe you're the one that's broken. Maybe you should work on yourself before you think that you're perfect. Maybe you're the one that's worthless. When the storm is raging, you don't stop to contemplate it. Maybe you're the eye of the storm. You're the calm before the rage hits. Maybe you're the one that's hopeless. Maybe you're the one that's broken. Maybe you should work on yourself before you think that you're perfect. Maybe you're the one that's hopeless. Maybe you're the one that's broken. Maybe you should work on yourself before you think that you're perfect. Maybe you're the one that's worthless. You're the one that's worthless. You're the one that's worthless. Also, fuck you.
You already know I love that song because that's the reason I asked you to open my show and brought you to my studio. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal piece of original music straight from the soul, which is why we do this open mic, mics with benefits. Music like that being written right here, so much talent just hiding around the corner, and to see someone come up on stage and just put that much emotion out, it just... it's why I love music. You can convey so much more through a song than you can with just words.
I was just gonna say, you can tell, man, that every piece of that song has been so thought out. The lyrics, obviously, like he was saying, are so strong, but the way you like slide up to that D and you've got that open D chord instead of just playing a traditional like cowboy D, it just kind of rings through and gives that hollow sound that the song is going for. Dude, you nailed it. Every part of that song is just perfect, man. It's really good.
No, absolutely. I can see that being a on the soundtrack for some drama on the WB or FX or something. Dawson's Creek. No, it is a very emotional song. I've seen you play it. I don't know, at least 20, 30 times. And it gets better every time. I'm excited that you went and recorded it with Lance. I think that's going to be really kickstart. I think that could really kickstart your career and get you going places, man. Get you playing more places. You're welcome to join me anytime, any gig I got going on. You show up with a guitar, I'm going to get you up there. I'm going to get you in front of people, and we're going to get you playing. I know you do show up, and we appreciate your support of the scene as well. You got any notes for this young man, sir?
Well, I'd offer my gigs too, but I think you'd take them from me. I mean, I have the great privilege of hearing you for the first time, and that was wonderful. These guys have already said some really nice stuff about your music, and I think you already know that song comes from the soul. I would say maybe you didn't really have to think too hard about those lyrics. They already kind of came to you, right?
It just happened. Yeah.
And I think those are the best songs, right? I can definitely, if I were in high school and I had just like broken up with somebody or something, oh yeah, I'd be like screaming that down Highway 6.
Yeah.
And you got to keep the
Running
ad
forward.
lib at the end in there. You know, that's the perfect message for the end. But yeah, I really liked it, man.
I gotta watch it sometimes because sometimes there's kids, but
My most popular song, the main chorus, the main hook is just me cussing somebody out. So I know how you feel.
Always got to look around before you go into that bridge.
Also, when did Dawson's Creek? Is that still a thing?
I don't think so, but it's what it came to mind.
yes.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Colin, you got another one?
That was
for us,
just some
brother?
angsty WB reference.
Is WB still a thing?
I still watch it.
I think so. Channel 62 analog.
All right, we're gonna shut up so you can play because it's gonna be a lot better what you do than what we're saying.
All right, so this next song, I've debated with it, the name of the song, but I just decided to go with Hurricane. It's just about love coming out of nowhere, and just you've got no choice but to just go with it. I didn't know this could happen. I didn't hear the thunder rolling. I didn't hear the sirens. But baby, I'm ready for your storm. You hit me like a hurricane and took me away. You let your torrential downpour wash me away. I didn't think this could happen. I saw the lightning, but I chose to stand my ground. The wind blew and tried to knock me down. Baby, I'm ready for your storm. She hit me like a hurricane and took me away. You let your torrential downpour wash me away. Now I'm dancing in your rain, holding you close. I'm singing from the heart, lost in your eyes. I'm singing from the heart, lost in your eyes. She hit me like a hurricane and took me away. You let your torrential downpour wash me away. Thank you.
It's beautiful, man. How did you start playing music, man? Did you tell us last time that you started playing in church? Give us the background on that.
I started playing when I was like 18 after I gruesomely broke both my ankles playing basketball. Yeah. I wasn't supposed to do this. I was supposed to play basketball.
Someone did you like that? Someone juked you so hard you broke both ankles?
No, they got mad because I dunked on them, and when I was hanging on the rim, they pushed me, and I fell. And
Okay, I thought you had just admitted to the biggest slight that ever happened on a basketball court.
I have been juked before. I've been juked out of my shoes.
So LJ got you in the recording studio. Is that the first track that you've ever had professionally recorded?
No, first track as far as like outside of church music.
Okay.
As far as like my own stuff, yeah.
Very
The
cool.
first one.
How many songs have you written so far in total, do you think?
Like with both church and
Sure. A lot.
probably like 30.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
A million.
That's a discography, yeah. Well, hey, we're excited to see it. I really enjoyed the last one, Hurricane. Beautiful themes, both lyrically and melodically. I just really enjoyed the ups and downs. I got lost a couple times throughout that one. I'm going to step aside. Who else wants to comment on this?
Well, I think he's totally right. I think what it really is your phrasing is just really awesome. You don't need crazy lyrics when you have good phrasing, along with that voice that, now that you say you've done church, it makes sense to me. Your voice is light and airy. It feels like a friend, but it also feels like a lesson. And I think that's great. That song was awesome too. So excited to see you next time, man.
Amen.
And the playing too, the guitar and the voice combo, like you come up on that stage and then that's what we get. And the juxtaposition, I think, is also really nice.
Nobody's ever ready for it.
Yeah, you got the chords down. You have those nice like broken chords. They all go along with each other.
Yeah, the picking and the way you phrase it, yeah. One more time for Alton Ray, ladies and gentlemen. Alton Ray.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we just like to shout out our sponsors real fast. We have a podcast in town called Facing the Mirror. Now, Facing the Mirror podcast combines a 34-year sober alcoholic with his therapist. So if you can't afford therapy, just tune into Facing the Mirror podcast. Gordon and Wesley, always a good time.
Absolutely. Who can afford therapy? Therapy is expensive and not a high priority in our great state of Texas. So
My fiance is a counselor, and she just gave me the biggest frown of all time.
Oh, yeah.
She's back there doing work right now
if anyone needs
for her
it,
classes. So,
you ready to take on some head cases?
well, she can't work on her cases in public. That'd be a huge illegal thing. So it's just classes.
No, just names and emails.
Ladies and gentlemen, next to the main stage, our guest panelist for the evening.
Absolutely, and once again, really excited to have Trevor Hickok come be our guest panelist today. Everyone give him a huge round of applause. I hit him up late in the evening yesterday, it wasn't late in the night. It wasn't anything. You know, we're not talking past 8, 9, 10 o'clock. But, you know, I hit him up late in the evening.
Oh, my
like I said,
God.
we had a panelist.
A little height difference there. Did you see that?
We got just a little.
He went up to Alton.
We're going to hear his thoughts.
My fiance tells me I'm tall, and then I walk up to things like this, and I know I'm not.
Man, this-
Well, what Zach doesn't know is that 8:30 is my bedtime, so
Okay, so
I've got
it
a
was
pillow and
late.
a blanket in the car waiting for me. A nice warm glass of milk.
I did send the last message at like 9:40, and I didn't get a response till 6:45 the next morning when the rooster crowed.
That's me too. I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning and I go in the studio and I work for 5 hours. This time of day, I'm so spaced out, I don't even know where I'm at.
Yeah, so part of my job is being a machinist. And we were trying to do like middle school trigonometry, I would say. I mean, it was just like final exam for geometry, you know? And it was 3:30, 4 in the afternoon. I was checked out, man. I had this undergrad helping me. She was doing all the calculation and stuff for me. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna drill it now.
Okay, the term, the phrase you just said, middle school trigonometry.
I thinking
took
the
that
same
in college. What do you mean middle school trigonometry?
I mean, I had to take geometry over the summer in middle school so that I could stay on track in math.
Oh, but you said trigonometry. You said maybe, I don't know. That was brand new territory when I was in school.
We didn't learn to read until my junior year of high school.
Read, write, and arithmetic. Know what I'm saying?
Just like to thank Jeff for working the merch table tonight, although he
Jeff.
left all my merch there. So if you want to rob me, this is your chance.
This is your chance. Where's Jeff? Jeff. Beautiful.
Okay, so my name's Trevor. I write a lot of music. They mentioned I used to do a songwriter night up in Lubbock. What they didn't mention is that nobody came to this songwriter night. So I would have 2 or 3 hours to just play all originals. And I think I got a good 5 good originals out of that. So. Well, so I guess this first song. Has anybody ever been to Mart, Texas?
A time or two.
He's from Riesel. All right. So I have a buddy who, his family is associated with the feed store in Mart. And I say associated. But yeah, they're right. Whoever said Watson's. It's the only feed store. So we had this job. We needed to clean out a feed loft in that store. It hadn't been cleaned out since 1930 or something like that. And we got there and we threw everything out. We got some pizza, some burritos and stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, I go to my buddy's dad and we're like, okay, cough it up. He goes, well, we don't have any money. Your pay was the 2 free meals. I go, man, really? Well, somehow or another, an old bottle of whiskey we found up there ended up in the back of our truck. And I was totally of age at the time, but I felt like I was 17 drinking it. It was great. So that's what this song's about. It's called 2 Free Meals. Well, I found myself in a real tough spot one sunny afternoon. I was beat to hell by the heat and smell like a regular old saloon. Not $1 to my name, but good boots nonetheless. I've never been afraid to work and put myself to the test. Well, I found myself an old feed store just looking for some work. And I waltzed on into the hometown grin coming from the front desk clerk. I said, me oh my, this sure is a sight for a country boy like me. Would you be so kind as to help me find financial opportunity? He said, sir, you got some luck. One of our best just walked on out. We're short on hands and you seem like a man who don't look at working, pal. On the other hand, there's a catch. We're running low on funds. We could use the aid, but you wouldn't get paid in cash, 'cause there ain't none. I said, don't get so down. I'm still willing to break my back for 2 free meals and a bottle of Jack. For 2 free meals and a bottle of Jack. Well, he put me up in a creek and feed loft. It looked to be quite dirty. He said, we need this here place cleaned, and it ain't been since the 30s. With me in a hand, we took our stand, and we hauled that junk all day. And when I got done, I wiped off the dust and met him for my pay. He said, sir, you did good work. You showed up right in time. You cleaned the place, and to not pay you, it feels like quite the crime. Thank you for the help. I was glad to buy your lunch. Here's a bottle of Jack we got from way back. And again, thank you much. I said, don't get so down. I'm still willing to break my back for 2 free meals and a bottle of Jack. For 2 free meals and a bottle of Jack. Well, another day, another dollar short. Seems they really done it this time. If they wanted me to hold on to money, they'd have put grips on both sides. So I set out with a gurgle in my stomach and a big grin on my face, searching for another odd job in some old forgotten place. 'Cause I've always gotten my luck. Yes, sir, it'll never run out. I'm a back road traveler. I'm a simple man who don't look at working, pal. I don't mind when they can't pay me if they're running low on funds. It's chicken fried or consomme and JD when I'm done. Well, I don't get so down, 'cause I'm still willing to break my back for a home-cooked meal and a bottle of Jack. 2 free meals and a bottle of Jack. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it very much. So, that Jack Daniels bottle, you know, they're square now, right? They have kind of like the 90-degree shoulder.
Yeah.
That Jack Daniels bottle was so old that it still had the rounded bottle. I don't know how old that is, but it was old to me, and it was great.
How many parasites do you have right now?
I think it's fine. It's an industrial solvent. I don't think it goes bad.
It just gets less effective. Everyone give a big round of applause for Mr. Trevor Hickok here. That first original out the gate, man, dude, amazing. I love the old storytelling, chicken picking, guitar thumping song. I love it. That was everything.
Yeah, and your guitar technique
great.
is so clean too.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was gonna call out it's kind of a throwback to days gone by. Did you have a particular artist or maybe somebody in your family or somebody that influenced you to write kind of that style of music? Or
That's a great question. And the answer is that no.
Okay.
My grandmother and all her family were musicians, passed down through the generations from Ireland. And I never got to hear her play in memory. When I was really little, though, I heard her play all the time. And she passed away, and I got her guitar, and I met her older sister, and started playing music with her last year. And we sat down and we started picking together, and it's like I was raised in the same family.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so I really do believe it's just, it's one of those things that's just in the blood,
Cool. That's really cool. Great song.
All right, what's next? I'm excited.
Well, before we go to the next one, we had a surprise guest join us here at the end of the table, Mr. Joe Wood that just performed earlier. He saw an empty chair, he saw an empty microphone, and he went for it.
thought
Joe,
there
why
was-
don't you go ahead and tell him what you think about that?
I thought y'all had alcohol up here. That's why I jumped up here.
Oh, well, I mean, we do, but we buy it and people bring it to us.
Where's that bottle of Jack?
Oh, my goodness.
It's in my
Trevor-
stomach along with the other parasites.
Trevor, that left me speechless. Actually, that's I really like the 50s and 60s, some of that old folk music, Arlo and Woody Guthrie, stuff like that. Just that alternating bass line with the thumb and the fingers. That's great. And I go for a story song over just about anything else. If it tells a story, I'm hooked. I love it. It was great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Every time I drive through Mart, Texas, that's going to go through
You're
my
gonna think
mind.
about that.
Every
Now-
time I drive around Mart, Texas, literally anywhere else, I'll think about that.
No, I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah, you have to end
I
up
can't
at
wait
Mart
to see
first.
what you got next for us.
Well, I can do another storytelling song, but it wouldn't be nearly as happy. So, a couple of years ago, I guess I was still at Tech. I lost all four, or not all four, 4 out of 6 of the grandparents that were really close to me. And they were all from the same town in West Texas. It's a little town called Fort Davis. And that includes that grandma that I was talking about that gave me that guitar. And there was just a lot of stuff going on in the family at the time, and it was all really sudden. And I think we all know here that sometimes just writing music is a form of therapy, and that's really what it is in general for me. And so I really needed to deal with this, and this song kind of came out of it. We went on a drive on the river road, through Lajitas and Ruidoso and Marfa and all that. Saw the Madeira Canyon, and I don't know, I'd been writing on this song for a little bit about my great-grandmother's old adobe house in Fort Davis, and it kind of just popped out. Well, Mama called, I heard her frown. She said your Nana's house falling down. The eastern wall is split right to the ground. Now I gotta give up, move into town. My dad shouted from the bottom of the stairs, your granddad passed before your mom got there. And splitting it equal is the way most fear. So we're selling his ranch to a millionaire. We're selling his ranch to a millionaire. And there's a crack in the NW walls of heaven, and it's splitting my family right in two. There's 2 holes the size of Madeira Canyon, where I've laid to rest universal truth. I tried to stop the wind, but it just blew on, till all I knew and loved was dead and gone. My brother called 5 days later at 10 a.m.
was standing in the kitchen with my girlfriend, and her parents heard all the words he said. Grandma's lying in the hall, they say she's dead. And it seems all life is death and changes, strung together in a town in far west Texas. And I'm standing in Choya, about neck deep, forced to watch it unfold in front of me. And there's a crack in the NW walls of heaven, and it's splitting my family right in two. And there's two holes the size of Madeira Canyon, where I've laid to rest wisdom and truth. And I tried to stop the wind, but it just blew on, till all I knew in love was dead and gone. Today I sit with my head in my hands. I'm trying to find solid ground to stand. I remember my mother and her yielding hands, my father and my brother doing all they can. And though there's a crack in the NW walls of heaven, and my family's a little smaller, we'll make do. And there's two caskets pretty as Madeira Canyon, where I'm laying to rest a universal truth. Time moves mountains and we move on, till all we know in love is dead and gone. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mark just kept saying wow, so that's probably good.
Amazing, dude.
Yes.
What a beautiful song, man. You know, there's something that songwriters do where if you say it was, you know, it was like the canyon, or if you say it was like a tree, you know, it can be impactful, but when you start naming the places that are actually home for you, it just hits differently, man. You know, you can just see Madeira Canyon. I can you know, feel the pain that you felt when you lost your loved ones. You hear the same thing from a lot of writers, like maybe Tyler Childers, where he'll talk about the pines instead of talking about the trees.
Yeah.
It really hits differently when you get kind of some specificity like that to the lyrics. And dude, that was amazing. That was as good as any song I've ever heard. It was really, really good, man.
I appreciate
It's
it.
a callback to a memory. But let me go ahead and I need a round of applause for two reasons. First reason being this wonderful guest that we have brought on this show, and the second reason being me bringing this wonderful guest on this. Do I know how to pick them or what?
And last minute at that.
Well, last minute, so I only hit up a few people, very few, when I found out that I needed somebody. And Trevor here was at the top of my list, and this is exactly why. Everyone writing original stuff, me included. I'm over here taking notes. Like, oh, dude, fantastic job all the way around. Joel, you got anything?
I wrote 3 things down during that song. The first one says damn. For many reasons, like damn that was good and damn I suck compared to that, and just damn in general. The second, the line, I tried to stop the wind but it just blew on. That's incredible. I like to take every song I wrote and pick one line out of it and just kind of think, hey, if somebody listens to that song, that's the line they should focus on. I'm not saying that's yours, but that's the one I focused on. When you said it, it was just like blew me away, like the wind did.
Yeah, a lot of people like that one.
Yeah, it's a great use of line. And my third thing was just your vocal dynamics. You know, it's soft when it needed to be soft, and when you with your emotions, the way that the song dynamically changed. It was incredible.
Thank you.
Also, your mic technique, you knew when to back off of it so
Right.
you don't clip my recording.
Yes,
That's
thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Signs of a professional, I tell you what.
So
Pro mic technique there.
I play fiddle on the side, and in Lubbock, there's this thing where everybody starts off as a country band, and then they become country rock. We call it, me and my buddies in Lubbock called it butt rock. But what actually ended up happening is I ended up being their sound guy because they didn't need a fiddle anymore.
Oh, poor thing. Well, something that you will not see on the reflected on the recording and the edited the edited version of this podcast is I got to sit here and watch Michael Saldana's face right over there the whole time Trevor was playing. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
It's, Michael
Somebody get this guy
Saldana
a
was
bark
on our
bag.
panel last month for the first episode. Just watching his face while he played was incredibly entertaining. All of his comments came through on his brow and through. It's just, wow, oh my gosh. I could hear him over there.
sucked.
I could hear him over there. No.
No, that was during mine.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Someone get a mop. The floor is really wet over there.
Well, why don't you give us another one?
Absolutely. Let's kick it back into happy, and then we'll go from there. I can go happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad all night, and I will have you guys hoping for a prescription drug plan.
We can't
So
afford
let's get
that.
this one out here. This is probably one of my less PG songs. And funny you mentioned Tyler Childers. If I could name any song of mine that I would attribute to his influence on me, him and other kind of Appalachian folk artists, it would be this one for sure. I want you right and proper. A rattlesnake, a preacher's daughter. Fangs or feathers, it don't bother me at all. I seen how you run around. I wanna listen to the sound. I wanna make you shout right down the hall. When the sin is hard, the talk is talk. But darling, you and I ought to walk the walk. Worry not, I really wanna. I swear I'm gonna make you mine tonight. 'Cause I want you right and proper. Rattlesnake, a preacher's daughter. Fangs of feathers, it don't bother me at all. Girl, you know how to booze and how to leave a neck a little bruised. Leave a trail of maroon dripping down my back. So take my sin and all my hate, turn it into pleasure and a smiling face. No linen sheets, well let's hit that slate and get this train on track. When the sin is hard, the talk is talk. But darling, you and I ought to walk the walk. Worry not, I really wanna. I swear I'm gonna make you mine tonight. 'Cause I want you right and proper. Rattlesnake, a rich man's daughter. Fangs of feathers, it don't bother me at all. I want you right and proper. A rattlesnake, a preacher's daughter. Fangs of feathers, it don't bother me at all. Thank you. Short one.
Wow. To quote Mark.
I love it, man. Whit, how long ago did you write that song?
Well, I might be incriminated if I answer that, seeing as my fiance's here.
So you wrote it the day you met her and immediately knew it was love at first sight?
Exactly. I did in fact write it about her, but don't let her know. I guess when I created it was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
About 2 years ago, yeah.
Great song, man.
Most of my songs are written driving on I-20. I don't know why. But if you ever see like a little grandma car like swerving around on the road, it's because I'm trying to write a song, so just let me be, okay?
I get that so much. A lot of my notes in my iPhone were written going down the road at unsafe speeds, just waiting for the to remind me that I was on a roadway.
That's awesome. I think Mike's with Benefits is going to need more insurance.
Well, Trevor,
Well, you know,
Please do not
when
tell
inspiration
Geico.
hits, you can't wait for the next 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I'm driving any safer.
Trevor, you got one more
ADHD,
for us, man?
bipolar, angry as shit.
We're taking personal vehicles to work. No, we don't have a fleet yet. Not a Mike's with Benefits fleet. If you would like to sponsor a Mike's with Benefits fleet, we do have sponsorship packages available. If you got a business you want to promote or something like that, there are sponsorship opportunities available for you. And we already have several wonderful sponsors that we love and cherish, and you will hear about them throughout the night. I'm ready to hear what Mr. Trevor's got next, and
I'm guessing this is my last one, huh?
Yeah. I think that'll be good.
Perfect. This is what I wanted to be my last one. So I was just talking about my songwriting habits on I-20, and I've written a lot of the same song about driving on I-20 and not knowing where I'm supposed to be. This is one version of that called Battle Creek Blues. About every time I passed this one creek named Battle Creek, I was like, what the hell am I doing here? So. There's a rumble in my tires. Oh, I don't think it's a road. I should have changed them out about 10,000 miles ago, and I got a couple hours left, about halfway through. If it weren't for I-20 dust, I'd be drowning in Battle Creek Blues. Well, I got a woman on my mind, as is often the case. I left her back in Fort Worth. She kicked me out of her place, and now the sunset, it's turning red, and all the dirt is true. This time it's Lubbock or bust, 'cause I'm drowning in Battle Creek Blues. I know where I'm going. All the times I've gone down this road alone, well, it feels like a loaded gun, and all the freedom in the world, but the use is none. How many more trips until I wind up dead and done?
There's a certain kind of glint to it, the way a storm door shines. I'm pulling up to an empty house with a pocket full of rhymes. And you sit down in the dark there, not knowing what to do. You gasp for air between drinks, 'cause you're drowning in Battle Creek blues. I don't know where I'm going, all the times I've gone down this road alone. Well, I feel like a loaded gun and all the freedom in the world, but the use is none. How many more trips until I wind up dead and gone? There are lessons I could learn, bridges I have yet to burn, people that I need to love, but no one said it would be this tough. I'm wandering in circles, I ain't got a clue. I pray to God to help me, save me from these Battle Creek blues. I don't know where I'm going, all the times I've gone down this road alone. Well, it feels like a loaded gun and all the freedom in the world, but the use is none. How many more trips until I wind up dead and gone?
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
I love how every single song sounds like you, but you can tell that you just naturally take all the things that you hear your whole life and you bring all those influences in different ways. The range of the different songs and the influences. It's really nice.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I dig it.
You write beautiful stuff, man. You're definitely a rare talent, dude.
Wow.
It's really, really good.
Nah. I appreciate it.
I think the first time I met this gentleman was at the Will. Was it the Will or were we somewhere else? I think it was the Will. You came to open mic.
I came to
when
open
we were
mic at
doing
the
it
Will
over there, and then the next time, I saw you there a few times on and off and this and that, and then I was playing in Stephenville or Glen Rose, one of the two. He was playing in Walnut Springs, and I stopped back by on my way back from that gig, and I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to be going through Walnut Springs anyway. It was the Rattlesnake Ballroom?
Rattlesnake Roadhouse.
Rattlesnake Roadhouse, all right.
Right down the street from Rattlesnake Ballroom.
Yeah, they're a block away.
It's a whole story, dude. It's a whole story.
A great small Texas town venue. Like, when I say great venue, like, it's crazy who plays there. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around.
Yep.
You go through this tiny little town, and big names come and play at this place. This guy was up there playing with I don't know who, some
Danielle Mills. She's a fiddle player. Yeah, she's a fiddle player. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't gonna plug her, but that's fine. Not until she comes and plays on extra benefits. And it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal the whole time. It was great. Enjoyed it. It was the first time I'd seen you do anything other than just open mic. That was like you in your element performing with someone backing you up and backing up what you got going on. And then y'all complimenting each other like that. It was an incredible performance. If you do see this guy out and about and playing dates, make sure you go check him out. Go support that. Same with Jill Wood. Out in Ray. So I guess that brings us to.
Why don't you plug yourself? What you got going on?
Well, man, like he said when I had my intro, I'm kind of taking it easy. I'm getting my doctorate right now, and I didn't know this, but that's really hard to do. And so I kind of spend my time making sure I'm a good partner and making sure I'm a good employee. And I've been working on my voice a lot. So right now, all I really play is at Ridgewood. I play at Ridgewood 2 or 3 times a month, so it's pretty often on Fridays. But I'm trying to get some dates again at Rattlesnake Roadhouse because that venue is just. That is the Texas Roadhouse Saloon Dive Bar. It is amazing.
Quintessential. Quintessential is the
it
word,
really
I
is
believe.
quintessential. I am playing the Farmers Market July 12th. That
Wonderful.
one is public and free to come to, and you can go get some really great sourdough.
You're talking about the Waco
downtown.
Wonderful,
It'll be
wonderful.
me and Garrett Butler, who's also a really great musician. So I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. Wonderful. We were super happy to have you. I was, at least.
And I have Spotify and everything else, so if you want to look me up.
Just under your name?
Yeah, just my name, Trevor Hickok, like
Well,
Wild
spell
Bill.
it for us.
Hickok, like Wild Bill.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Trevor. Wild Bill Hickok. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the traditional part of the Mics with Benefits Episode 2 filming podcast. We're going to open it up in a minute for a little bit of open jam, open mic, traditional style. We do want to thank our sponsors once again, Facing the Mirror podcast with Gordon and Wesley, Brick and MCC in the house. We'd like to thank me, working my ass off all month, making that first episode ready. You can search for Mics with Benefits. We are now streaming on all podcast platforms. That's Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all the places. So episode 1 is out in audio and video formats. You can find us everywhere. And in 1 month's time, we'll be back here with another episode, and we'll release episode 2 to streaming as well. Thanks again to the Backyard and everyone who came, played, and stayed. We appreciate you supporting the live Waco music scene. Until next time.